What's up guys, it's Sean here and I am back today to give you guys my latest review, which is my latest Nike ID or Nike by You pickup. So today's video I'll be talking about the Heron Preston Air Max 720 95s. Today's video is sponsored by Rose Gold and Black. So they're an Australian based men's jewelry and accessory company and they produce some very high quality, very versatile and very dope pieces overall. Just to give you guys a heads up, right now they're having their end of financial year sale, which ends on June 30th. So be sure to check out their website down below where my viewers only will be able to get 35% off and free shipping. So jumping back to the shoes, as I mentioned from the start, this was created through the Nike ID or what Nike's calling the Nike by You platform. In collaboration with artist and designer Heron Preston, who was actually a former Nike employee, they released this mashup between an Air Max 95 and the Air Max 720. Customization started on the website on April 15th, but although they were supposed to last a few days, I believe they sold out within one day. Despite the high price point of 295 Canadian dollars, I guess the uniqueness of this shoe really sold people and the demand for this pair was just through the roof. So before we move on, here's a quick look at the box. So this is my first Nike ID creation since I believe a couple years back. And since then, the packaging has completely changed. Whereas Nike ID used to come in a black box, now it comes in the special white box, which has the Nike by You branding at the very top. And then also on the very front, they now put a custom label that says, if you can see, Nike by Sean, and then it has your size and a picture of what the shoe looks like. As for the shoes, this combines Heron Preston's love for the Air Max 95 with the Air Max 720. Though there was a wide variety of options and colors that I could have customized this shoe in, I opted for the default design that Nike used in their marketing. So first off, the upper of the sneaker is the Air Max 95. So the base layer, which is this white color, this is made up of mesh. However, replacing your traditional overlays of suede, in this case we have this sort of plastic translucent upper that still mirrors the look of the Air Max 95. So for my pair, I opted for this gradient effect that goes from orange to red. Stitched on top of the front toe cap, here we have this red finish, we have these Nike swooshes on either side, along with the word style written in acrylic script found in the center. Found on top of this plastic overlay, we have these black mini swooshes found running across the length of the shoe. And then towards the back heel, we have this larger Nike swoosh on the lateral side, along with another large Nike swoosh on the very back. As found on the Air Max 95, we have these nylon straps that run from the base of the shoe all the way to the top, serving as the lace loops. This is done in this translucent white finish. In terms of laces, so they only give you one option, and I opted for a white colored rope lace. The laces intertwine through this plastic overlay stitched onto the tongue, and then we also have this Heron Preston patch that's stitched on the very top of the tongue. So the interior of this shoe and the back side of the tongue, this is done in this white mesh. And then taking out the insole, we have your standard Nike insole in black, but we have this custom Heron Preston patch that's stitched on the heel. So the upper of these 720 95s sit atop, as you guessed it, an Air Max 720 midsole. Right above this, we have this large Nike swoosh found on the lateral side, and then below this, we have this full-length 720 airbag. I opted for a translucent look as opposed to something painted to really show off and showcase the size of this airbag. We also have this 720 branding found on the very back heel as well. Turning these over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole of the Air Max 720. So we have this outer ring of traction which is done in a bit more durable but still translucent rubber, and in the middle we have this foam bottom with this horizontal traction pattern on the forefoot and Air Max branding found on the bottom heel. In terms of sizing, so these fit pretty similarly to the Air Max 720. So my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I picked these up in a size 10. If anything, they are a little bit more on the slimmer side. So if you do have really wide feet, then you might want to consider going up a half size. But if your feet aren't too wide or you just have normal width feet, then true to size should be perfect. From a comfort standpoint, so these are very interesting. If you guys have worn the Air Max 720 before, it's still that same sensation. You really feel elevated off the ground because of this super-sized airbag, and because of that, it's a little bit unstable, but it's undeniable that there's a ton of cushioning underneath your feet. One thing that kind of bugged me though is that the upper of the shoe is quite stiff. So unlike the Air Max 720 where the upper is pretty soft and there's basically no break-in time required, the stiffness of the sides kind of irritated the sides of my feet and my ankles. So I feel like this pair does require some sort of break-in time to really soften up this upper, and it's not exactly the most comfortable shoe straight out of the box. So with all that said, now let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. When I first saw pictures of this shoe, I was super excited. I had no idea if this was going to be some sort of limited release or a GR, and Nike surprised us all by making this a Nike ID. I thought that this shoe looked super unique, especially this upper, and having the shiny plastic cover on the upper gave it a look that I've really never seen before. Of all the color options that we were given, this red and orange look was my favorite, and in my opinion, it really showcases the details of this shoe the most. Good or bad, the demand for this shoe was through the roof, and unfortunately for many, this sold out on the first day. So if you are looking for a pair like this, then your best bet probably is going to be like a Facebook sneaker group or maybe eBay. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Air Max 720 and 95 mashup by Heron Preston. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on my Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.